Something is like weird with this YouTube right now. Anyways, let's just hope everybody can hear everything. I'm doing it and see everything as I record it. Weird. That was weird. Okay. Weird start to the day here, people. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'm Whitney Moonshine. I burnt the top part of my mouth behind my teeth. Ugh, I'm gonna feel that for a few days. All right, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Ride these waves of down. I've been having this song in my head. It's called Little Heaven by Toad and the Wet Sprocket. Oh my God. It's my favorite song. And it started playing in my head. So I don't know if you want to look up that song. Fucking this card. It honestly wants to come out every single reading. They lied about you. Honestly. It comes out almost every single reading I've done with these cards. They lied about you. They lied about you. They lied about you. It's like Spirit wants you to know how much people lie about you. There's messages. Is that you, Danny? I know sometimes you sit there and don't say anything. Okay. We have right in the middle. We have misinformation. And we have the bingo card. Okay, so I do get this sense right now that somebody is trying to play a game with you. And I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working. I think they're trying to fuck with you. I think someone's trying to fuck with you. They might be sending you, I don't know, like cryptic messages or something, or trying to. Honestly, I know when I'm being attacked by somebody who knows me, because the comment, what's up, Muskrat? The comment will be like a painful hurt, like somebody's trying to hurt me. Not just generally, talk shit, trying to hurt me, right? Like, I know that that's somebody who knows me. And whenever I click onto the account to see, like, who is this little motherfucker talking shit? It's always like a hidden account with no pictures, or a hidden account. Like, these people are fucking cowards, okay? These people are talking shit, running their mouths with their whole fucking life secret to everybody else, They're the private accounts. They're the cowards. They're the ones that won't show their face. But the ones that are showing their face, that are trying to do something with themselves, these little assholes, pop up that are like, fuck you, and then they jump down, but they never let you be who they are, because they'll talk to you through fake accounts. They'll talk to you through bullshit numbers, right? Anything to just get you to feel the way that they feel. So I don't know why this person would feel so much about you, but you bother them. If you didn't bother them in some way, they wouldn't be coming up right now. So, honestly, who gives a shit if somebody is lying about you? Honestly, they want to go talk shit, then allow their little friends that are listening to talk shit as well. And I just got the song 46 and 2 playing in my head. And that's the song that's my song basically that I would say for transformation. Okay, Scorpio energy. That's like not death per se, but transition, shedding skin, getting rid of the old, okay, going back into the past, settling debts, filling in the gaps of what you walked away from so then you can move on, right? Obviously, I feel like these people could be a part of a group that like you don't want to be a part of anymore, people that you don't want to be around, right? So they might have a lot of misguided information and they're trying to play a game, like they're trying to fuck with you. They're watching you and there's some type of information. Look at that. Fucking cut it out. So fucking send them packing, bitch. Send them packing. Okay. Oh, there's 2 cards there. Up at night. Okay. So whoever you've got, I mean, our biggest haters, our biggest fans. Okay, so you've got somebody that's like running their mouth or talking their shit that you cut out, you sent packing a long time ago. They are still on your ass. Like fucking white on rice, brown on rice, black on tires. Like, my God, are they on your ass? Okay, and I just heard some type of like pussy reference. What was that? You saying somebody's pussy's made of gold? Maybe they just, and those people, they just put that right up on that pedestal. Like, that's just what they want. And it's just like, have you never gotten laid before? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, somebody doesn't like you, they don't like you. It doesn't matter how much they fantasize about you. It doesn't matter how much they talk about you. It doesn't matter how much they watch you. If you don't like them, you don't like them. So why are they trying? And maybe that's what they're trying to play some game with you. I don't like games. Not when it's like psychological, like fucking torment. Like, I'm going to see if this person knows what I'm doing. I'm going to see if they're really paying attention to me. I'm going to see if they really are a witch or if they really have powers. Like, do you not have a life at all? Like, you just want to like fuck with people all day long? Like, is that your job? Like, maybe it is. Some fucking head honcho just walking around thinking that they run shit because they can shut down people's Instagrams. Like, relax. Relax, they're power tripping idiots. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords. Somebody has been jammed up. Okay, 2 Knights. One starting with the Knight of Cups in reverse, and we're ending with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So something is, again, this cup. Like, I mean, I feel like somebody wants to date you. They want to, I don't know, they want to be in your life some way. They want to connect with you. They want to get in your waters. They want to appeal to your emotional side in some way. Okay. They see this vision with you and only you. I don't know if they are a practitioner in some way, if they see their dreams, you appear to them in a dream or something. And you know what's so fucked up about that is, so my sister just had a friend come down and stay with her for a little while. And she said that she saw this person, I think the first night they were here, in her dreams. She saw them in her dreams, but it wasn't them. She said it was somebody else that had put this person's like body suit on, walked right up to her, told her she was disgusting, and walked away. And it was almost like, I feel as if the dream happened. So then she would get into a fight with this person the first or the second day, they were here, and then ruin their vacation, right? Because she's really the only reason why they came, right? So if they would have gotten into a fight right away because of this so-called dream, right, it would have ruined everything. But she saw the dream and knew right away that it wasn't him. It obviously wasn't the person's voice. There was something that was off about the dream, and she knew that somebody was trying to dream fuck her, basically trying to come into her dreams, appear as somebody, fuck her over, get her to make a decision, and then the deal, sever the ties, sever the deal. That person walks away, never comes back. Okay, because they feel like they're the ones that want to have the connection with you. Okay, what they don't know is moon in reverse is that sometimes the things that they can't see of what they're doing, or where their delusional thoughts are going, somebody else can see. Okay, so which means that whoever they're dealing with collective, okay, I just flipped the 10 of Cups in reverse by accident. So this is not a picture perfect life for you. It might be for them, because they see you as their perfect partner, but it doesn't mean that has anything to do with you. That just means that there's something inside of you that they see as somebody that they would want to be with. But now consider them, like, they should just consider themselves lucky as to now they know what they want. Like, just because you know what you want, it doesn't mean that you can just go out and fucking grab something and take it for yourself. Like, you have to manifest it. Okay, so the moon is here in reverse with the 7 of Wands in reverse, because I feel like somebody even subconsciously didn't even have to fight this off, really, because they're proving what they want. Like, somebody is going forward with their life and what they want. It doesn't matter what this person in the past wants from you. That is irrelevant. Wherever it is that you're moving, that's where you need to concentrate on. Whatever this person is doing, this person, I feel like they could be trying to bind you. They could be trying to do some type of like black magic to you, or do something to you to get them to come back, which is maybe also why the moon is in reverse here, thinking that they can do stuff in the shadows and it's never going to get revealed. But what they don't understand is that the energy that they're putting into it, if this magic even as an attempt at taking off, it's going to backfire. I just heard misfire, which means it's like a misfire would be, I think a misfire is when a bullet, something happens with a bullet ricochets, or the gun misfires. It would be a gun misfire. Malfunction in the gun or in the bullet. So there is something that, is malfunctioning in their life, and they're trying to get, maybe they feel like if you were there, you would make everything better for them. But that's not the case. You need to get your life on a good track before anybody will be either good or bad for you. But you have to be on your track first, right? You can't be having this shitty fucking life and expect somebody to just lift you out of it and make all your dreams come true. You have to start making your dreams come true before somebody else even gets near your energy. Or it's going to be like a siphoning energy, right? 2 of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Wands in reverse and Death. I knew Scorpio energy was here. Okay, and then there's the shadow side and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, Page of Cups in reverse, and then the 9 of Cups. And to me, that is like somebody doesn't want to make the same mistake that they did. So that's why they're still going to go forward. Like, if this is like an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or something like that, I think what they're saying is, don't go back in reverse. Don't go back in time. If this person hasn't changed and is evolving in your future, then going back in the past isn't going to help anybody. Okay, it's not even going to save them. They need to save themselves. They need to find connections that are right for them, not trying to take you from your life so then you can save theirs. That's not how this shit works. Okay, so they have a misfire, which is obviously why this 2 of Wands is in reverse with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands isn't getting the response that she wants. Okay, so she can't go anywhere until this person decides what they're doing. Maybe this is the Queen of Wands in reverse that is part of the past. Okay, this 2 of Wands has to decide, will they go back in the past? Okay, which is why Death is here. Okay, they look Death in the eye, almost like either you've transitioned your life, you've changed your life, you've moved forward. Why would you go backwards? Okay, shadow side. I almost feel like if there is something in the shadow hiding with this person, then do your closure, have your closure, have your talks, talk it out, do what you have to do to get yourself in the right frame of mind to know if you want to go back into the past or not, because as you walk into the past, you know that you're already a part of your future, which means you can't dwell on the past with them. Your soul won't allow you to do it. Right? So if they're going to stay in the past, I think energetically wise, it's not going to work out, which is probably why the energy didn't work out to begin with. Somebody was moving forward while somebody wanted to stay still. Okay. And then the energy that wanted to stay still because she's sitting on her ass, okay, just might end up sitting there for life because she's not making any moves to do anything. She's expecting this person to make moves. Okay. And she's expecting it to go in her direction, and it's not going to. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse, which is why the Page of Cups is here. It's an immature, I think going back into the past is an immature frame of mind. It's not where somebody has evolved their mind to now. This is almost like, you know, this could be some type of job, right? I mean, somewhere, I don't know, I'm getting Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if somebody worked at Chuck E. Cheese at some point in time, but it's like getting a job at Chuck E. Cheese and you're dressed up as the fucking rat every day, okay? And you're just walking around fucking handing out pizza and fucking dealing with these kids and this shit and all this. And then you evolve, you know, you move on, some other company hires you, and then they make you like, you know, manager. Okay, they trust you so much. They see like, why were you in that position as a rat at Chuck E. Cheese? Like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, that's the mascot. It's also a rat. And you're also wearing a suit, which means you're wearing a mask, which means you're wearing something that's not who you're supposed to be, right? And then, you know, you're starting this position, everything's good, and then Chuck E. Cheese calls you back again and it's like, hey, by the way, you know, nobody wants to fill the rat suit. Do you want your job back? Obviously, we'll pay you a little bit more, but do you really want it now that you've got this other position going? Right? Food for thought. That's why why the Nine of Cups is here. Okay, because now it could be a possibility that you're making your wishes more valid than putting on this fucking suit and acting like somebody that you're not. Okay, so the Queen of Swords underneath that would be like, you need to use your intuition with the truth. You need to be guided because the Queen of Swords, she knows the truth because she's also using her intuition. She's using the facts around her. But even though you can have all the information in the world, somebody still could be lying. Okay, which means you really have to use your logic with your intuition, because if you can't really figure out who the liar is or who the one that wants to, you know, drag you back in the past, and you go face to face with somebody because you want to, you know, kind of pull the old closure thing, like, you know, what happened? Where did we go wrong? Did I do something wrong? Was it you? Blah, 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 right? As you figure out, as they tell you whatever it is that they say is the reason why, you know, they sat on their ass and did nothing. As you know, process this information, you will process if they're lying. Okay? And that's a sense of when somebody tells you something, you know, those people that tell you something and you kind of like, you know, you're a little oblivious to it. So you're like, yeah, okay. But then they keep going on with it. Like, no. Like, I'm serious. And you're like, okay. And they're like, no, but I'm serious. And you're like, okay, I heard you the first time. The reason why they're going to say it so many times is because they're trying to brainwash you into believing whatever it is that they say. Okay. So Temperance in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, with the Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, Six of Cups in the past. Honestly, it seems like the past stays in the past, okay? Because this person has already victoriously conquered the past. So why go back? It doesn't seem logical, okay? But with the Temperance in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse, that means that somebody who wasn't very balanced to begin with their emotional state and their survival and their grounding abilities, okay, a lot of that happened once they took these swords out. Okay, then they were able to see what was controlling them, you know, how their emotions came into effect. Now they can ground themselves because they feel like they can put themselves somewhere without being agitated to move right away. You have to move, you have to move, you have to move. No, I'm going to fucking chill here for a while now that you just said I had to move. Okay, so Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now somebody's like moving, you know, because you see how he's sitting down? Okay, so it's like the opposite. It's like if you feel like you want to sit down, then move. If you feel like you want to move, then sit down. right? It's like, because you've got to get this brainwashing out of your energy that you have to keep doing stuff. You have to keep moving. You have to keep doing this. Like, somebody's not allowed to relax. Okay, which is part of this past. Like, obviously, this new position. Like, could you imagine being a rat mascot at Chuck E. Cheese? How much you have to run around, all the shit, all the entertaining you have to do. Okay, everything they have to do for all these other people, children, might I add. Okay, so that right there is dehumanizing as it is. Okay, so as you, like, there's, and look at that, the Knight of Wands on the end. This energy has been in reverse this whole time with this person. Okay, they're literally expecting you. All of these were in reverse. Queen of Wands, Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, which means she has in her hand one wand. Okay, he has in his hands two wands, because he's got two options right now. She only has the one. Okay, but then she plays that card again. Okay, so she plays her wand again, thinking, okay, well, if I play the second wand again, okay, then maybe they'll choose me. Maybe they'll come back in my direction. And then look what happens. Once that person gets their energy back, gets their fire back, they're not going towards the past. Okay, they're victoriously, actually, they're not going in the past or in the future. That knight is headed straight towards me. Okay, which means they're headed straight towards something. And it's a part of their future, but it seems like they have their specific eye on something. And it's not this Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, she can sit there looking as pretty as she wants. They're not going that direction. Okay, so obviously this comes back around to this game that they're trying to play. So if you've got somebody, an ex or something in your vicinity that's trying to play some type of game with you, they could be lying to you. They could be telling you that something's going on in their life when it isn't. They could be trying to get you to do things for them because they don't want to see a professional. They say they don't want to pay for it, blah, 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 as if your services are fucking free. They're not, okay? Stuff like that. You know, you got to be careful because everybody's got a fucking secret motive, okay? I swear to God. And as soon as they start saying that they don't have a secret motive, know that they do. That's the whole fucking reason why they're saying that they don't. You know, like, if they need things fixed, they can call a fucking person to come to their house like everybody else. If there's something fucking wrong with their air conditioner, well, baby, you can fucking take it in. There's people that come look at it. Something wrong with the washer and dryer, guess what? There's technicians, call one. Something wrong with your car, guess what? There's garages everywhere. Take your fucking car in. You want an oil change, guess what? There's a Jiffy Lube down the street. You know, like if they're going to use you, if this Queen of Wands is going to try to get back into somebody's graces, okay, then what they might do is they're probably going to go back down the same road of all the things that you used to do for them. Okay, they want you to do these things again for them, thinking that you really wanted to do those things. You really wanted to put that costume on. You really wanted to work for their Chuck E. Cheese. You really wanted to look like somebody that you weren't. But now, and maybe you did. Maybe in the past, you were very unsure of yourself. So you did wear their mask. You did put on their costume. You did do what they wanted you to do and dance around for everybody else. But now that you found your independence, now that you're going in this opposite direction of them, as you regain that, I mean, no money in the world is going to pay you enough to embarrass yourself again. Okay. Actually, let's do the magical box of fun. I hope everything and everybody's having a great day. You can just send those telepathic questions in, all right? And maybe your soulmate is going to come around. You know what soulmates are, though? Soulmates aren't really what you think they are, Larry. All right? Soulmates can be fucking people that fuck your karma right up. Lita Ford. Lila? Honestly, Larry, use your gut on that one. Because I think if you have to ask, I think you know the answer. It's just what kind of soulmate are they? Are they a karmic soulmate? Are they a love soulmate? Are they a justice soulmate? You know what I mean? Soulmates have a very broad spectrum there, Larry King. All right. Just keep that in mind there, buddy. You have to be very specific when you ask spirit questions. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, when am I going to meet the one? What do you mean, the one? The last I heard the one, isn't that a U2 song? I'm not joking. Like that's how spirit would say, what? When are you going to hear the one by U2? I don't know. We'll play it today on the radio, right? You got to be careful with shit you ask spirit. And usually, to be honest, when people think that they have met the one, it scares the shit out of them so bad they usually won't say it. And they won't ask it because they won't want to know the question. They won't want to know the answer because they already know the answer. All right, 9 of Swords. Uh-oh. Oh my God. This sounds terrifying. Okay, so this is about a movie. These tarot cards, they're little pieces. All right, I put them in the magical box. They are part of the horror tarot, okay, which do movies as their theme, okay? So the 9 of Swords is a movie called Night Night, about a man who awakens from a nightmare to find himself tied to his bed with 9 swords hanging over him. He cannot move from his bed without making the swords fall and must figure out a way out of the trap. The 9 of Swords is about a waking nightmare. A mental problem so intense it is immobilizing. Okay, and actually, to be honest, that sounds like the best movie to describe the 9 of Swords. Or the 9 of Swords is the up all night card that we just pulled in the other reading. Okay, it is about anxiety. You can't sleep. Things are going through your head. Everything's going through your head. Okay, what if? What if I can't do this? What if this doesn't work? What if this is the wrong way? What if this doesn't work? Okay, honestly, and it can be dangerous. Okay, there is Exorcist. Okay, so good old possessed Reagan just graced us with her evilness. And a hex! And a hex? What the fuck? Oh, you asshole. Okay. So we have the hex card, which means, I mean, with the possession card and the 9 of Swords, like, what the fuck? What the fuck is somebody doing to you? And Spirit was like, Spirit goes, you know, the only thing that they say is, well, you should see, you should ask what they did to me. You should ask what they did to me. That's what I'm hearing in my head right now. You should ask what they did to me. You should ask what they did to me. And I'm like, I'm not interested in what they did to you. I'm interested in what the fuck Spirit is saying, because clearly whatever this person did, the reaction of this other person is atrocious. There is no fucking reason to do something like this. Oh. Trickery. This just keeps getting better and better. Okay, so the advice with the Witch's Wisdom would be there is like some vital banishing that needs to be done around your energy. This is a energy that is sucking the life force out of you and directing negative energy your way. Oh my God. Don't be fearful. Instead of being strong and turning negative into a positive, This is the time that you need to take a stand and say no more. Look more deeply into the situation and don't take so much at face value. Tread carefully and keep watch for enemies who lurk in the shadows. Who lurks in the shadows with Reagan? Captain Howdy. Who's Captain Howdy? I don't know, an evil demonic fucking being that claims he's Satan, okay? What the fuck? Like, I just want to, like, bless myself. Like, what the, like, if I had holy water, I'd spray it on me right now. Oh, fuck. All right. 3 of Wands. There's a huge world to explore out there. And the 3 of Wands turns up its encouragement to expand your horizons. Expand your horizons, people. This shit fucking exists, okay? And I honestly, I would love to be like, I'm the biggest lying piece of shit in the world, and this is all just a joke, and tarot doesn't mean anything, and this is just all for entertainment. But I would be lying. And I don't lie. There's judgment. Fucking right. Okay, judgment is gently guiding you to shed your former self and become your final form. Blah! Okay, so, I mean, when Reagan, think about it this way. When Reagan gets possessed, before she gets possessed, she's like this young, innocent girl, wants to buy horses, wants to just run around in fields and be a little girl with her mom running around and her daddy's not around. You know, it's just like life is just beautiful to Reagan. And then she gets possessed. Do you think that she came out from underneath all that shit and was the same person? Not a way in hell. Okay? And there is an Exorcist 2 and 3. My sister just watched the 3rd one. She said it was awful. But, I mean, Reagan is not the same. She's never going to be the same. She took a different form. Okay, so whatever this person is doing, it is time to get off your high horse, get off your, this is all just a dream and a fantasy and everyone's fucking lying and I don't believe anything, and believe it, because there is such thing as bad luck. There is something that clouds your life. Like, there was a cloud above me, so I had to clear it. There can be a cloud put on your fucking life and it bring you so much harm you wouldn't believe. Gatherings. Okay, so I've been talking about a little bit like about Reiki and stuff and about doing Reiki sessions and like getting energy away from you and like clearing energy, and because Reiki is light. It's light energy, it's light activation. Reiki can really help, okay? And I have underestimated its power. It is probably the most powerful thing I've ever worked with in my life. I was going to say in my life, and I said in my light, which means it is, working with the light is so powerful. I've never channeled anything as powerful as light before, okay? And so Reiki is something that can massively shift your energy, massively, okay? So with the Ace of Pentacles in my hand, 3 of Wands, gatherings, I feel like whatever this hex is, okay, whatever this hex was that you're about, you had people that were gathering around to hurt you, to get into your head, okay, to immobilize you, to do things to you that would hurt you so bad that you wouldn't want to move. You wouldn't want to get out of bed, okay? And then they'll blame it on you. It's your depression. It's your anxiety. It's your this. It's your that. When you're spiritually being attacked under judgment of somebody else's hex because they're trying to trick you into basically not existing. Knight of Swords. Preparing for the end and learning as much as he can. Wow, okay, I'm going to read this one. The Knight of Swords is a story about Dagal, a medieval royal executioner who, before he cuts off men's heads, says with the victim. Okay, sorry, they're kind of like bent up and stuff. It's hard to read them now. They're getting blurry. Okay, sorry, I'm going to start that again. Okay. This is a story about a medieval royal executioner who, before he cuts men's heads off, stays with the victim for weeks or months prior to his execution date, preparing them for the end and learning as much as he can from their lives and experiences. Eventually, Dagal, whose name means dweller by the dark stream, becomes both the strongest and most intelligent man in the kingdom. Because he has gathered the most information. He's used his job to learn things. Okay, so I think by the end of this experience, you're going to learn from this. You will become the strongest person because you will learn what negative energy is. You will learn about possession, what people do, what alcohol does, how your body can get over, okay, how you can go from this one person and then after this possession become a different person, right? Because you will not stay your original form if you're not in your final destination yet, okay? So there is the Two of Wands. There is some type of direction that somebody is about to take, and maybe whatever this hex is somebody trying to stop you from doing that. Somebody trying to stop you from, I heard, getting the hell out of Dodge. So I think you're going to move. I think you're going to end up moving somewhere and moving away from these people because they don't have power over you anymore. Their power is gone. And because of all the witchcraft that they did, all these hexes that they did, all this negative energy that they sent towards you, you learn more. You know, it's like building a house or building, sanctuary in the middle of the woods. Like you build, your first house that you build is probably going to crack and fall down and things are going to happen, and then you're going to make it stronger, and then another storm's going to happen and something else is going to fuck up your house, and then you're going to make it stronger. You're going to learn something else and learn something else. It seems like you get put in a shitty situation because somebody wants you in that shitty situation because they don't really want you around anymore. They want you taken over, possessed, but you use your situation to learn more, which, I mean, defeats the Wicked Witch, would it not? Like, taking a shitty situation and turning it all into wisdom is like, do you think they want you doing that? No! They want you like crying and begging and, oh my God, give me my life back. Well, you're like, I swear to fucking God, if you do one more thing and I have to learn something, because it's like you're not going to let them take your house. You're not going to let them take your job or your king, right? So you're going to keep learning how to become stronger and stronger and stronger in the face of every fucking bully, in the face of every hex, because you want to keep your job. Makes sense. And by job could even mean your temple. It's just an analogy. So you have to take it the way that it makes sense if it does. So anyhow, what am I at? 39, 38. Almost 39, 39. What am I going to do? I'm a little hungry. So I think I'm going to peace out. I bought all this stuff to make margaritas. I might start drinking. I might be back. Okay, I don't know. It's getting super fucking hot where I live, and like, it's too hot to do readings. I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. So I might be back, and I might not be. But if I'm not, have a wonderful day. I hope you're nice and safe wherever it is that you are. Join the channel if you want. If not, just enjoy the freeness. Send your telepathic questions in. I will answer them if Spirit wants them to be answered. And if they don't, then sorry, but you're not going to get your answer. And that's not my fault because I don't even know what the question is. So you should join if you want. And if not, I don't really care. Peace out. Have a good one. And word to your mothers, be gentle. All right. Be good.